Life lessons from the most influential businessmen in history. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. If a man empties his purse into his head, no one can take it from him. By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. Luck is the dividend of sweat. The more you sweat, the luckier you get. What we do during our working hours determines what we have. What we do in our leisure hours determines what we are. Beware of little expenses. A small leak will sink a great ship. Failure is only the opportunity more intelligently to begin again. Never let your failures go to your head or your successes go to your heart. Success is 99% failure. It has been my observation that most people get ahead during the time that others waste. Weak desire brings weak results, just as a small fire makes a small amount of heat. When everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it. In times of great stress or adversity, it's always best to keep busy, to put your anger and your energy into something positive. Do your duty and a little more, and the future will take care of itself. Second is the first of the losers. Thinking is the hardest work there is, which is probably the reason so few engage in it. A goal is a dream with a deadline. Do not look for approval except for the consciousness of doing your best. A friendship founded on business is better than a business founded on friendship. There is no other quality so essential to success of any kind as the quality of perseverance. It overcomes almost everything, even nature. I would rather earn 1% off 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own efforts. Vision without execution is just hallucination. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. If you can dream it, you can do it. Nothing is particularly hard if you divide it into small jobs. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. Set your mind on a definitive goal and observe how quickly the world stands aside to let you pass. You become what you think about. Don't be afraid to give up the good to go for the great. The first step towards getting somewhere is to decide that you are not going to stay where you are. The secret to success is to do the common things uncommonly well. Success is getting what you want. Happiness is wanting what you get. The only real mistake is the one from which we learn nothing. There are things money can't buy and hard work can't win. One of them is happiness. Obstacles are those frightful things you see when you take your eyes off your goals. If you can't do great things, do small things in a great way. The first man gets the oyster, the second man gets the shell. Quality means doing it right when no one is looking. A quitter never wins, and a winner never quits. One of the greatest discoveries a person makes, one of their great surprises, is to find they can do what they were afraid they couldn't do. There is no man living who isn't capable of doing more than he thinks he can do. Givers have to set limits because takers rarely do. Our only limitations are those we set up in our own minds. If you do not conquer self, you will be conquered by self. Change before you have to. If you want to succeed, you should strike out on new paths rather than travel the worn paths of accepted success. Success comes from keeping the ears open and the mouth closed. People who are unable to motivate themselves must be content with mediocrity, no matter how impressive their other talents. If you would know the value of money, go and try to borrow some. A man who acquires the ability to take full possession of his own mind may take possession of anything else to which he is justly entitled. He that cannot reason is a fool. He that will not is a bigot. He that dare not is a slave. Anyone who stops learning is old, whether at 20 or 80. Anyone who keeps learning stays young. Don't find fault, find a remedy. Anybody can complain. Most people spend more time and energy going around problems than in trying to solve them. There is no disgrace in honest failure. There is disgrace in fearing to fail. When your desires are strong enough, you will appear to possess superhuman powers to achieve. The man who does more than he is paid for will soon be paid for more than he does. Buy what thou hast no need of, and ere long thou shalt sell thy necessities. There are 3 faithful friends, an old wife, an old dog, and ready money. Laziness travels so slowly that poverty soon overtakes him. Quiet people rarely become rich because you make money by talking to others, so start talking. Don't work after 50 because money won't let you know yourself. Spend time wisely, then you will be extended. People become poor in old age because in their youth they fail to appreciate the power of saving and investing. The best remedy is to seize every chance for financial growth, even later in life, by saving and investing wisely. The best way to become poor is finding a job that will suck the life out of you. Rich people avoid 2 things in life: stupid company and stupid spending. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. The fastest way to double your money is to fold them in half and put them in your pocket. 1 today is worth 2 tomorrows. Rather go to bed without dinner than to rise in debt.